Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Friedland. I am your host, as always. Without further ado, let's have a look at the situation. The situation in the north, where my cavalry were just massacred by overwhelming Russian cav, little unfortunate. In the centre, things are fairly stable, fairly quiet. Nothing too outlandish is happening. General Verdier arrived, and Verdier did help force the Russians back temporarily, which has allowed me to build a small grand battery here of 15 guns. And then in the south, I'm holding, but I'm being driven back slowly, partly by just the sheer amount of Russian guns. So, for now, let us see what has happened over the turn. How much pain can be inflicted? Okay, it looks like he's reorganising his cavalry for the most part. Ow. Their artillery is definitely at it again. Ow, there goes another gun. Bunch of Russian dragoons. They'll pick at my skirmishers again, which makes sense in this case. I'm having to fall back, so pick at the skirmishers, protecting the guns. Looks like the Russians are fairly reformed. Alright. 1 unit routed. 4 units undisorder. 2 units recover fatigue. And that's about it. So who routed? Oh, it was just the skirmishers. Got to try and get those guns out of the way. Udino, let's get you back across the river. Alright. In the south, Udino is falling back. Not necessarily effectively, but he is falling back. You get your butt back to your unit. Get your butt there. You can get your butt there. Let's have a look-see. Guns. Saxon foot guns. Let's hit these boys. Just for an attempt to... I've got to try and thin these Russian gun numbers. Who can you not see? Wait, apparently you can see them, but why can't you shoot them? Not facing target. Line of sight blocked by that battalion. Makes sense. But it's a good thing that battalion was falling back then. With Verdier set to take up position. So the guns will instead be shooting at them. Dombrowski. We'll get the Posen guns set up. We'll bring the Polish chasseurs. And now we'll bring the heavy 12-pounders forward. We continue to pull back the various elements of Nansuti's heavy cavalry. And then when the time comes, I'll also start falling back Saint-Germain's horsemen. Partly for two reasons. One of which will be the simple fact that there's just not really enough space here. I mean, I could have done a lot of damage with them, but again, with the woods, there's only so much damage I could do. So again, Verdier is in position. Him and his boys are going to hold his current location. Bessieres still 50 minutes away. As much as I would have perhaps preferred to keep the heavy cavalry here, I need it to really stop the potential exploit of all this into my rear lines and cut in my reinforcements. They are falling back. They're going to take up position there. And then the rest of the division. Who do you belong to? You belong to Cohorn. Still, again, we're going to take up positions that are not too bad. They're just not going to be brilliant. I suspect as soon as Bessieres arrive, what am I going to do with Bessieres once he arrives? I could do two things, really. Send him this way and set up a Graham battery to try and help with this lot. Send him this way and really look to win a decisive cavalry engagement up north. Again, the big thing is I'm mostly waiting for Ney. I'm not going to really be able to do much until Ney arrives. So, until Ney arrives in an hour and a half, so 9 turns, so 9 episodes, he will arrive. So an hour and a half for Ney. I suppose at least once La Tour Marbourg arrives down here, I can use him to help stabilise the situation here. So Bessieres won't really be needed there. So again, I think I'm going to commit the guard up here. Or rather, commit the guard into the centre for now. Commit the V cavalry up north, because the guard cavalry will take the place of the heavy cavalry. Yeah, I think that's perfectly acceptable. Ney will arrive, and then Ney I'm probably going to send up here for 2 reasons, really. One, to give him something to think about as Ney marches on Heinrichsdorf. 2, it will also stop any further exploitation of my flank. And then when Victor arrives, Victor can help La and try and drive this side in. So we hit him on 2 sides, and then Mottier and the guard punches in the middle. It's a decent tactic I can make use of. But that's ages away yet, so for now we just have to keep watching, waiting, and planning. Who is the... Savoy. Alright, the guard infantry arrives at 11:50 and 12. Then the foot guard, the guards artillery will arrive at 12:10, and then Victor arrives 10 minutes later. So yeah, the last thing to arrive is just some cavalry at 3 p.m. So once Victor arrives, I think I will be set. But for now, it's a case of continuing to buy time, watching, observing, and preparing. As when the time comes, I am going to launch Mottier's 8th Corps, Victor's 1st, possibly Lannes Reserve, depending on how much of it's left, and Ney's 6th, all at the Russians from 3 sides. But for now, again, that is far in the future. So while the losses have been very one-sided so far, I've lost 2 guns, 2 leaders, 1,613 cavalry and 1,508 infantry to 1,021 infantry and 84 cavalry. Hopefully, once Victor and Ney arrive, Marshal Victor and Ney should be able to deliver a pretty decisive blow. So for now, I am going to be waiting. So that is going to be it for this episode and this part. So for now, I shall thank you for watching once again. I hope you have enjoyed, if nothing, my endless ramblings. However, I shall see you all with the next part. So again, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. But until next time, I shall say bye bye for now.